Carleton and Brock for our first match of the day.
Coming in at hard point, both teams moving their way towards P1 here, and we're going to see a few grenades going out. Looks like Brock is getting that mid-control. A few players going down on both sides, but Brock starting things off with the point cap.
It will be already an early point cap as well. Starry trying to take the flank. And with it, Aiylee looking for that top control, trying to prevent any other players from Brock to be able to cut in. He's going to play lockers, and at this point, it's going to be a switch. Aiylee finally able to take down the top player, but Records will trade him out.
Yep. That gives Brock control at this point. Again, they're coming into the lead a little bit here. Only 10 points up, though, on Carleton, and Carleton's going to try and make their way through this building and see what they can do to get those guys off site.
This will be a trade for Zizz. Getting out early. Chip collecting one. McBain as well. Still fighting for P1. Chip finally gets on, but has to deal with Records in top. Kooltux in top, and now actually we're going to see both Wonderz and Kooltux play for that top area, trying to position themselves for a decent attack onto P2, but already Carleton transitioning for it, and with it, Starry looking to hold back any cuts that could be coming through, cutting in that lane, but will be taken out.
Carleton has had a pretty long hold here, but they've been just pretty much wiped out by Records. They're going to get that's going to get Brock Esports onto the point here as we have a little bit more time left on P2. You can see Carleton spawning a little bit far right now, so they're going to make their way through that middle side again.
We'll see more of an attack on it, but now look at Records playing the aggressor, trying to just get Carleton off the point, remove them from the equation, especially with all the pressure coming into P2. P3 will be spawning, and now we're starting to see the transition. A move up spiral. Starry needs to get a pick here, and we'll have to play it slow. Comes out, going to be able to get one pick. Starry goes back to the spiral, trying to just alleviate some of the pressure going on. Keep that point clear, so until Carleton starts to come onto the point, they're going to be able to fight for it. Starry collecting another, but won't be able to get the third.
That Carleton able to clear out the rest of the Brock players there, and they're going to be spawning on the close side of the site, so they'll be back in the action very quickly. We've got see how Carleton holds this. We've got a trophy system go down, and players sliding in. Chip picks up a kill on Kooltux.
Chip. He's been such an underrated player, I think, for this team. Aiylee going to be able to collect one. The SMG is just so good on him, but Chip has been so great. Now we're going to see the respawns coming in through. They're going to just play straight for the building, but again, we see Starry trying to cut, doing everything as possible to just prevent these spawns from having an effect, as P4 will spawn below. And already McBain holding down the angle and spiral, preventing any rotates coming through, but he can't get the second.
Still got Carleton on the hard point, holding off P4 right now. There's the Brock team is coming in from the, looks like the outside here. That's probably their best angle of attack for right now. Looks like they're going to start staggering if you look at the mini-map there, as they're spawning on the opposite side as well.
Coming on to P4 now. Aiylee gets taken out. Finally, Brock able to collect themselves on the point. Carleton just doing such a good job at managing these hardpoint spawns right now, and especially when they have control of the point. The cuts that they're making in Starry being such a factor with the SMG, but now a 2K coming in for Brock to be able to clear out the boat area, but we're seeing a cut in come from Spiral. Kooltux going to play out. I think that Carleton are just going to lead this point up as we transition back to P1.
Yeah, they're making their way over there. They're in the upper building, it seems like, and we've got to hold off Brock, who is in the opposing building. So it's going to be a lot of fighting in this mid area in a second here. But Aiylee picks up a kill with the SMG, and Chip gets their own long kill there.
Wonderz holding that top position. McBain loses the fight, and this is so important, especially as Aiylee, he's going to be able to transition over to the point, but there's so much pressure added on now because of Zizz and Wonderz in that top area. Starry, it's going to be a dive on. Two-man dive on. Zizz needs to get the pick. Will be able to. Starry will be traded out from Kooltux. Again, we still see Wonderz in that top area, finding the picks, adding to the damage. Records able to collect as well. Carleton struggling. The spawns are going to switch.
Yeah, this has been a good hold by Carleton right here, or sorry, Brock right here, as this has been a very back and forth game of hardpoint. You know, Carleton just barely in the lead here, as it looks like Brock is about to overtake them. Yep, they do so, and they're going to start working on getting to that P2.
Look at Chip now, being able to cover the respawns, but I think they've switched. I don't know if they've... no, they've actually switched back. So now McBain is going to be in the top area, but not expecting Kooltux coming from below. When are they going to realize he's going to be taken out as well? Doesn't expect the rope area at all. Starry is going to be able to come in, but Carleton losing their lead for the first time and are going to have to play this for wide, trying to just push on.
You can see that a lot of them swinging through a few different areas here on the minimap. They're taken out, though, by Wonderz and Records as they keep holding off Carleton on this attack here. Finally, it's the point is contested, but the Carleton player is quickly taken down. And Starry and McBain jumps on the point. He's able to get a kill. Sorry, that was Aiylee. Gets a kill, and now it's back into Carleton control.
So we're going to be transitioning the point now. Already we can see Carleton having a decent control, but they're just going to get the garbage time on this. But look at Starry and Aiylee, already prepped, already fighting for it as the spawn will switch in Carleton's favor. They're going to contest it. Starry going to hop into sight, but Wonderz looking for the cut, able to collect another. Already so much damage off these respawns. Brock looking to suffocate as much as possible. Carleton off the respawn, prevent as much presence. And now we see Chip and Starry having to play from outside. I don't think they're expecting this flank. You need to get these picks. Zizz looking for one. That's going to be 2 kills in favor of Brock. And even though Aiylee gets 1, he will be traded out.
Yeah, that's a great hold by Zizz. It's a triple kill on that one to keep everybody off the site. And they're just continuing to hold it. Records picks up another kill on McBain as well. Aiylee trying to make his way into the point. He does. He gets the kill. I don't know if he gets onto the point yet. He slides in and is quickly taken out by Kooltux. Kooltux with a double kill right there, but it's taken out by McBain. So McBain gets on the point, but is, again, quickly traded out. Brock doing a very good job of holding Carleton off the point right now.
Carleton, though, finally getting some presence on it. Going to be able to collect some, but as we transition to P1 at this point, or excuse me, P4, is just to keep this close. Carleton desperately trying to regain their lead that they had oh so early in the game. It was a 50-point lead at one point, but it's all gone awry. The moment that Brock is able to set up, they're able to cover the respawn paths. And with it, the routing is just so strong. Starry trying to dive on. Going to be able to get one pick. Records on Starry. Records gets the 2K. Carleton, every single push right now is just stunted. There's not so much presence coming in from individual, multiple angles at one time, and it's just they're continuously getting traded out.
Yeah, for sure, especially on this point 4, or the 4th hill here. Records with a 5 killing spree as well, especially. But having 2 trophy systems down in that back corner, you're almost untouchable sometimes.
Yeah.
And they've been holding it very well.
Oh, geez. If Chip can't take a face check like that, and this is just, okay, finally. Aiylee will be able to take care of it. Records holding down the rest of this garbage time. We're going to transition back to P1. And what a stark shift it's been from earlier on in this game when Carleton looked like it was in their hands. They were stunting Brock at every turn, has completely shifted the momentum. P1 in contest, but even then, Aiylee, no one finding their angles. All the angles are being misjudged as Kooltux will be able to go off. Starry, along with McBain, will continue to try and keep Carleton alive, but the time is slowly being whittled away. Records will be taken out topside. McBain will get taken out for his effort as this one will go to Brock Esports. Will it be enough?
Yeah. Looks like Brock's going to probably take this one out. I mean, they're just 3 points here, and what a, like you said, a huge shift. Carleton wasn't able to get another point on point after they hit 136, and just held off for that last half by Brock there. As the underdog, you want to, or as the upsetter, you want to maybe get some momentum early and really get in their heads, and they weren't unfortunately able to do that, or unfortunately if you're a Carleton fan, but yeah, Brock just turned it on.
It's such a shame too, because you look at it, and to make it against a Brock that is primed and ready to go.
You definitely want to see as you're already down a game, some sort of change. So maybe even if they've been struggling with search and destroy, you want to see it. Oh, that's a tough one. Starry already dies to his own grenade.
So that was an attempt at a boat nade to basically clear out any defenders that would be attacking boat. that is a terrible mistake, and you can see that more teams are adjusting to try and make this nade work. I mean, Western was trying to pop it off, but it just wasn't working as much. I think they overcompensated, and they, unfortunately, Starry was the victim of that. But now they know not to do it, but they're still going to make an attempt on A regardless. And with A being a factor, being able to rush down into this point, the bomb will not go down. Wonderz collects 2. Brock takes the early lead.
Yeah, that was big from Wonderz to be able to swoop in there, get those last two. The bomb didn't even get a chance to go down. It's just, he had the angle, he had the intel, he probably saw 2 bodies and was like, all right, well.
They were definitely frazzled. They were definitely frazzled, and you could tell that they tried to go the elevator route. There was a man perched up outside of A, but at this point, there was so much that they had to fight back from that early nade, and with it, Brock taking the early lead. But I think Carleton, it's easy for them to reset off that. They're like, oh, okay, we flubbed the nade, and then we'll just, play our defense.
Yeah, definitely nice to have a good little mental thing. Like, okay, mistakes happen. Let's not make any more.
Oh, this is a rush. Oh, this is a rush all the way through. Look at the positioning. Oh, my Lord. Starry and McBain handling business, being able to get a 3K complete, putting that rush in its tracks. There is no rush B here. This is Judge Carleton.
No, that was a great bounce back.
My attempt at a Russian accent just completely failed.
Oh, no Russian. I remember
No
that.
Russian.
I remember that mission, but
I remember, yeah. Back in my day, I played original Modern Warfare 2 in 2009.
yeah, geezer status unlocked. I'm glad my folks didn't see me play the campaign because they would have not been happy about no Russian.
No Russian. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, playing it myself, I wasn't extremely happy about playing that. But we'll
I
see.
think that's the intent.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Video games are art, everybody, and they are making points.
We are underway with round 3, though, and with it, offense back. Beautiful hold from McBain, catching Wonderz out on the over-aggress as Carleton will make their way to A site again.
Yep, that gives them some time to get the bomb down. Now they just got to hold it for the
bad
retake.
timing. Starry's on. Ooh, careful. Pick. Starry playing it slow, playing the headshot position. Going to be able to get one off the nade as well. Look how far aggressed they are now. Starry might get caught out. No, Starry just doing it himself.
Yeah, he absolutely turned it around right there. Got a grenade that went in his favor, takes out that one player, and then just able to hold that angle, get those last 2 guys coming in. Great play by Starry. Got 5-1 on the match.
Yeah, this is beautiful from Starry. Holding this angle, 5-1. I mean, it's funny, too, because most ARs, like, they're kind of expecting this angle, and I am curious as to whether there was more just side pressure on either side from A, so it's not like they were able to take that fight confidently. But that headshot position I've seen just get called out from a few ARs, and Brock will be down in this one. Carleton back in the defense.
We see Brock going again for kind of a quick push through this middle building here. They're going to slowly make their way down the elevator shaft towards A. Seems like there's one Carleton player there expecting that chip, able to kill one of them. Chips quickly traded out.
Zizz, though, on point. Now we're seeing Carleton transition play for the retake, and they're going to play from both sides. You can see Aiylee looking for that early pick. Going to be able to get a dink on Wonderz. Carleton playing the slow, using the RC for info. I love this little bugger, but it will be taken out.
Very quickly mitigated coming down the stairs.
Oh, the Omni movement. Oh, man. Oh, we're in Black Ops 6, baby. Starry popping off, needing to get 2 more. See a dive in, trades coming through, needs 1 more. Starry popping off here, 8-1, and with it another round.
That's got to be why they call him Starry. 2 3-kill rounds in a row. Just letting them know he's a force to be reckoned with. Yeah. Yeah, really incredible stuff right there from Starry as well. Just like you said, using the Omni movement. Oh, we got some textures that need to be loaded there. That's okay. Using the Omni movement, gets the jump on records right there and makes quick work of them.
We love textures. Yeah. We do love textures, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Right, everyone?
Definitely love when they're all loaded up.
Yeah. All right, so 3-1. Carleton going to be back on the offense. And with it, I mean, there's so much that Carleton is just kind of doing right. They're calling out Brock being over-aggressive and wanting to rush to point, wanting to rush these engagements. But literally, you have McBain just playing it like he's playing, like, you know, Modern Warfare 2, just chilling in a corner, doing absolutely nothing, and it's working.
Yeah, some good stuff. A little bit of a slower start to this round. No big action so far. I think Carleton wants to see a little bit where Brock is setting up, so they're taking their time with it. And you've got Brock holding a lot of angles here.
Oh, okay. Aiylee will get called out, but Starry still in a good position to be able to get this cut off on records.
He's going to check the angle and he's taken down.
No, he's not, and that's why you check your angles.
Yep. And that was from there snowballed for Brock. They were able to just take out the rest of the players on the attack. Just a little staggered out. Angles were being held, and Brock brings it back to 3-2.
It's keeping it close, though. I mean, Brock kind of needed this round. And you notice how, especially even on defense, they weren't willing to over-aggress. They weren't going to challenge their top side. They were just willing to hold their angle, wait for them to approach, and then punish. And that's kind of exactly what they did.
It's definitely what you want to be doing as a defensive team. Now they are on offense. We'll see what Brock has cooking up for this one.
So McBain, Brock, taking it A side. Just going to play top side. 3 men in top. Kooltux looking for that early pick in top side. Will he be able to get the shot on McBain? Sees him. Looking for an attempt. And all they need is this opening pick, and they're going to collapse on A side. You can see the positioning from records here. Just waiting for that early pick.
Yep. Still not able to get his eyes on McBain. I think he thinks he's in the other window. I don't know if you saw him kind of move through to that fence side. Record gets a pick on McBain, so he was able to see him.
Now you can see the movement from Zizz, waiting for it, and I think we're going to see Carleton start to collapse more on A side. They recognize what's happening. No push is happening B side. Chip might get flanked here. Will get flanked here. You know, I would have loved to see an assassination, but actually no. Now that they gotten the pick on Chip, they're going to move B side. They're going to play it very quickly now, and as more picks come through, records will catch out Starry on the rotate. It's going to be a 1v4, and it will be done.
Yeah, that was very quick work. Once they got that bomb down, the 2 last picks coming in, and it's now a 3-3 game.
Yeah, we're back to a tie.
You got Kooltux with the flank here. Oh, sorry, it's not showing that one for the highlight, but that was a nice play when he was able to get behind that one player.
Yeah, if he got the assassinate on Chip, I would have popped off. That would have been cool.
Yeah. Do you think it would be a little bit too showboaty? Is that?
No, I mean, you gotta at this point, like, just BM. Why not? You know, Brock. Yeah. I will say, I do love of the gold skins. That is by far the best, and I don't think it's close. Anyone who rocks the diamond camo skin, I'm like, you're pretentious.
Yeah, diamond is not as appealing as whatever.
No, like this is like a snake skin. I don't know. It's cool. Anyway, regardless, Chip is on point. Going to be able to get the early pick as well. Kooltux traded out. So we're down to a 3v3. A-site in control of Carleton. And look at the angles that Brock is trying to come from. Trying to take 3 different approaches. 8 coming in from outside.
Yeah, McBain able to kill that one guy in the elevator. They're going to hold, make sure that nobody else is trying to sneak their way down.
Records, they're just playing. They're going to have to force this from outside and look for these early picks. But Wonderz, Records, needs one. Will get taken out. Kooltux. Last man back will get deleted as well. Carleton finally back on the board.
Yep. I think they're happy about taking the lead again. You know, why wouldn't you be? But just to get their feet back under them after losing 2 in a row, it's a good feeling. Helps with the momentum shift.
Beautiful shots, and Kooltux, one more hit probably would have done it. But Kooltux being very aggressive with that shot. Probably even, you know, it's not, I think, how a lot of people would kind of play it, because at that point, like, yeah, you can go for the pick. You can also just play for time and play for an easy trade, right? Why put yourself in that position? But you're not losing anything. This isn't Counter-Strike. We're not playing in an economy, so you just go for that pick. So it will be 4-3 as Carleton will play the defense. Brock looking for an A-side push again.
Yeah, they make their way around that tower. Bomb coming in through both side. See a little bit of fighting, or maybe not yet. Pardon, but he decides to turn back and go around the other way.
I think they're starting to see a lack of presence on the B side right now, or at least that Carleton are playing it more passive, more playing 4 angles. They're just waiting for that open pick. playing the contact play. Will Kooltux find Chip here? That is the question. He's looking around, waiting for Chip to overexpose. And it looks like Chip will catch Records out, will get traded out, and now we're going to see a collapse onto B side again. And look at the positioning from Records. Going to be able to catch... No, actually, Starry will catch him out instead. I think that is fool me once, and you won't fool me again.
Yeah, that's a big pick. They have the numbers advantage going into this retake. You can
Starry's
see that
there.
Oh, yeah. Got eyes on each other.
Oh, McBain will get traded out, but potentially Aiylee could be the hero. Needs to spot out. Kooltux was in the back end of the site, but I think there's an angle here for Ninja Defuse. If he's able to get the particular angle, but there's only 9 seconds left. Going to be able to pick. No, not going to get the pick on one. If he got the first pick, maybe, but Brock will tie things up.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Aiylee. You know, you got to really be perfect when it's a 2v1 scenario like that. You don't have a lot of time to defuse the bomb after killing 2 players. So, unfortunately, just pinched there by both Brock players. Sorry.
So Carleton need to find an opportunity here. Put this one away. Get your first map win of the series. Can't afford to let this B hit continue to hurt you. You've done so well on offense, but these defenses have just struggled.
We're going to see Carleton kind of rushing up through the middle. There's that grenade that doesn't make a mistake this time. That's good that that's been dialed in for Carleton.
The idea is to essentially just prevent a rush into A site from outside by boat. So if you can cover the boat area and get a pick there, great. It's going to be a flank onto Kooltux. Going to be able to take out Chip.
Yeah, that was a great flank by Wonderz, able to get behind him. Records also picks up a kill. It's now 4v2 for Brock as they find themselves pulling ahead in the numbers advantage here.
Oh, no. This could be snowballing away from Carleton right now, the 2v4, but Aiylee still on the board with the bomb. He's going to play 4 outside. No repel. He needs to get an opening pick here. Will be able to. Going to take out Wonderz. Going to force Wonderz to collapse from outside. And I'm wondering, are they still going to play for A side or wait for another pick? McBain will be taken out.
Yep, now it's all up to Aiylee. He's got the bomb. Still needs to put it down. Gets another pick on Records, so he's got a little bit of time.
25 seconds.
Towards B.
They're covering both.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough, tall order.
Wait. No, he's backing off. He's backing off. And Aiylee will be able to get the plant. I don't think they're expecting it at all. Maybe going to be able to get the rush. I think Records, they know he's there, and that will be the kill. It was a nice attempt, but for this one, it's going to Brock.
Yeah, I think they got a good read there. They were able to realize, oh, quick peek at A, nobody looks like they're there, and good guess, and all of a sudden it's a 1v2. As soon as you put that bomb down, you're just staring down the barrel of a gun. That's a tough fight for Aiylee.
It's like the Metal Gear alert.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he still has the bomb in his hand.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean it's so difficult to actually because in terms of information, Carleton didn't have too much to, or I guess Aiylee in this case didn't have too much to go on. All right, now Carleton looking to tie up this game. They've played this so well, but they're faltering at the finish line once again. Can you find a way to bring this back?
Yeah, you definitely want to see Carleton win one more. Just you always get excited when the underdogs can make something a little bit. The upsetters can make something a little bit interesting. You know? See if he finds anybody with it.
Yeah, he needs to get some info. I think they're going to call it out. Wonderz going to be able to play elevator. All of Brock coming out elevator right now. Zizz looking for a pick. Starry needs to get one of himself. Now we're just dancing around. Starry's going to play both sides and just disengage. But potentially not. Will be taking out Records as aggressive as ever, but will be traded.
Yeah, that was a good play by Records. Unfortunately, followed up by McBain and going for the defuse.
Trades.
Records is taken out. A lot of trades going on. Now Chip and McBain versus Kooltux. One-on-one now.
I don't think Chip was expecting that aggression. I think they were just expecting for bomb to go down. And even now, look at McBain. Gonna go up elevator. We'll see a rotate. Excuse me, a rotate from Zizz. It's early.
Yep. Bomb is going down on A for Zizz, who has been showing up as Kooltux in the kill feed. So my mistake, as I called him Kooltux about 5 times.
Oh, that's fine. It happens. Welcome Cloudcaster. McBain has no idea. Oh, but now he knows! Zizz! What are you doing?
He can't miss those shots.
No!
Gives McBain a lot of information, although
He needs to win this. He needs to win this, or else it will haunt him forever. But McBain, he's trying to fight for top. He's going to go down. Zizz gets the read. Brock will take map 2. I can feel the sweat coming off of Zizz right now as he almost let that one slip by. But Brock, hold out in the end.
Yeah, definitely a big sigh of relief here for Zizz. Gets lucky. His intuition is okay. McBain's going for the elevator.
Carleton to make some sort of impact as we get going here on control.
Yep. We're starting off. Brock is on attack, I believe. Or could be, I may have had that backwards. Record starts things off, though, with the first kill on Chip. Gets a nice pick with the AR there.
I believe it will be Carleton on attack.
Yep.
Taking a note from Conestoga's book and going for that B site first. Or sorry, no, actually I'm wrong. It's actually Brock on attack, excuse me. But Brock also going for B site first.
Right. Yeah, it's difficult with the gray to be able to tell if they're capping the point or not.
Yeah, that's true. But Carleton doing a decent job at defending the B side. Just being straight on, I don't know if I like Starry going to be able to get a 2K, but I don't know if I'm a fan of just straight up holding the point while being on it. I much prefer the passive approach that I think Conestoga takes when it comes to holding down that B site. Regardless, we're going to see Records just be perched around that A site while Brock rotate over to A side.
Got somebody getting on point there. Starry's now on a 5 killing spree as well, which is just showing how locked in he finally is for this game. Aiylee taken out on the point there by Records, and McBain there for the trade.
You see Zizz trying to take a long angle. Starry holding that top position. Aiylee switching over to AR as well, along with Starry. Well, no, sorry. There's but Chip going to be able to get a pick. McBain going to get credited. Trades all around as while Brock will be holding down A site. I think they're just doing it to add some pressure while both Records is going to take a position from around gun. He needs to take this long angle. Actually, he's going to go for the flank all the way across. Meanwhile, Carleton is holding down things on stairs, but Brock is whittling away at this point.
Yeah, Records with a good kill on McBain there to keep holding this point. Still holding it off. Aiylee gets 1 kill. Starry's going to try and take him out, and he does.
Starry just destroyed him.
Using the jump function to just get out of the way of all those shots.
Well, look at top right now. Zizz and Kooltux both on top. And this might be a difficult pinch that McBain isn't prepared for. Zizz going to be able to take out, and finally Brock going to be able to get some ticks away on this site.
It's been cleared back to the start for Brock as the flanks coming in. Starry able to mitigate that attack by Kooltux and Wonderz.
Okay, so B site will be captured. Already actually captured. With it, Brock to make an advance. Record's going to be able to collect one on Aiylee.
A lot of kills coming in on the spawn there for Chip. Or just one, sorry, but he gets intel on another guy. Taken out by Wonderz, though, as Starry chases Wonderz down to get the finish up the kill.
Starry will be on. I think at this point we're looking at Starry to be an effective force here. I mean, so much of it comes across. There's not much time left. Brock will keep going. Yeah, we'll keep taking so many lives, being able to control these respawns.
Yeah, just pinning Carleton in. It really seems like they haven't been able to get really anybody close to the site. They do have one person on going for the cap now, but they're taken out. Very, in terms of lives left, though, Carleton could just try and kill those last 3 Brock players.
Back on. Killing spree here. 8 seconds. McBain on point. Can't do much. Wonderz. Last 5 seconds. It will be contested. And that will be doing. Brock will be able to eliminate everyone on the Carleton side, collecting the first round.
Yeah. Not great if you were Carleton. You wanna get some momentum. You know, your back's against the wall right now in terms of the match, and not great to go down 1-0 already in this one, but they just weren't able to get onto that other point to be there.
So we'll go
sorry,
to
A.
round 2. Fortunately, I mean, wait. Oh, what?
Yeah. Carleton was on offense last round.
Okay, no. I was confused because I thought it just granted Carleton a free win.
Yeah.
So now Brock will be on the defense. Sorry, Carleton, will be on the defense. Brock will be on the offense. I think I was just confused because I think we had a glitch or whatever where it just wasn't, the ticks weren't showing up on the actual screen. Regardless,
Yep.
Brock will be able to get on, start picking away at this. Aiylee will be able to control from top, but will be traded out.
Yep. Records gets one on Aiylee, or like you said, with the trade. But Chip then takes out Records, so we're going to see Carleton moving their way through the middle here, trying to control that side of the map and work their way toward the Brock spawn. We see Brock doing a good job of taking out those people in this mid, trying to hold off their spawn. You get a lot of kills, one for Wonderz right there we just saw, and they're going to start working away at getting ticks on A.
Yeah, I mean, but we still see some pressure adding at B to at least alleviate the amount of presence at A. Regardless, Aiylee going to try and play for that top position as well, but the flank comes through. We see a chase. Aiylee will be taken out. This is essentially Dunzo for A already. Brock securing A with so many lives to go and so much time.
Yeah, that was some great play by Wonderz to keep holding that point. He was just working his way around that artillery and making the picks he needed to. McBain, Starry, and Chip clear out the whole team, though. And that's going to reset Brock here.
Finally getting on the board, and now with it, McBain looking for the far, far flank. Not as much controlling the respawns, but just trying to mitigate as much presence. McBain on the board, taking this game into his hands. Another one for himself, punishing this control respawn.
Yeah, this has been just a snowball for the Carleton University team here. Sorry, it was 19 at one point, and now it is 19-11, 18 now. McBain is finally taken down in that back spawn area.
I imagine this is a weight off of Brock's shoulders, but Carleton have kind of put this in the game. I mean, this is so many lives that were taken down. Brock reduced to 10.
Yeah, they've really got to find out a way to orchestrate an attack and not get spawn caught again, because they were just having a very hard time getting out of their zone in that earlier part of the match or map here.
Now we're seeing Brock on the board. Now they're just trying to control that P4 position. I don't know how much they're going to be able to do, especially when there's such passive positioning, but Records just goes super aggressive, willing to take these fights. And Carleton able to clear it out.
Yeah, they've only got 6 lives to work with left on Brock here, so it's going to be tough. They've got to play a little bit more passively. Wonderz picks up a kill. It's going to make things a little bit closer, but they're still not able to get their way onto B. Aiylee and McBain take out 2 Carleton players, or take out 2 Brock players, pardon me, and we're going to see now only 4 lives left for Brock Esports.
Starry already being so good in this P4 position. That is not the best, but it will be trophied. So the trophy's still down. Records going to be able to take care of Aiylee. Chip needs to cover from this upper area, but gets called out by Records. There's only Starry left, the last man to be able to hold down this point. We're going to see some presence on. Starry going to be able to get one. Aiylee going to come in on the flank, and that will be done. Carleton on the board. Brock using too much.
Yeah, that was a good play by Carleton to just that McBain spawn camp was huge. He picked off
so
7
much.
different
Yeah,
players.
look at this. This is on the board for you right now. 1, 2, and then holding down in this back gun position. Brilliant.
Yeah, just Records. They didn't communicate maybe that he was there, because you would think like Records would have had an idea like, oh, maybe I should be ready for this.
I think they were assuming like he's in a position where it's borderline useless, where it's even if they do get a couple kills off of spawn, I mean, most of the spawns are going to come in a way where he's not going to be around, but they were kind of feeding him to him, honestly. They're just feeding in the McBain grinder. So we will go over. Starry and the boys on Carleton will be on offense.
A few trades going out to just kick things off here. We're going to see that it looks like Carleton is going for point B here. And they're slowly making their way in. Aiylee dives behind the boat. It's taken out, though, by Records.
Wonderz being so effective in this top area, especially with the AR. I mean, this top area does so much damage for anyone attempting to go outside onto B side. And again, it's why Protocol can be such an AR-centric map. But Aiylee finally returns in kind, along with Starry. The SMGs doing everything they can to begin the capture On to B.
They're starting to capture point B. Unfortunately, the gray we're looking at is the same color as the empty.
This is rough because we can't see exactly how many ticks are going on for B. So it will be contested. Actually, that is so much collected here for Carleton on B site.
Yeah, they were almost halfway through to the third tick on B site as well. That
now look at A. Look at A. There's so much presence on A out now. It's essentially given for free. Brock, they're not going to be able to rotate in time to challenge it effectively. And with the amount of lives that have gone, that is essentially done and dusted. There's little to no challenge. Finally, some kills come through for Brock.
Yeah, they're still holding this site. They've got 2 points secured, or finally secured the whole thing at A. And it's now time to push for B, which has I believe 2 ticks already at B.
Yeah, 2 ticks, and at the moment you can see Brock, they're collecting to try and just reduce the amount of ticks, and I think they've pretty much cleared all of them. So it will be McBain and Aiylee going down, playing from that P4 position, clearing it out piece by piece. Did you see record? Yeah, please just actually look around and clear your spots, and hopefully you'll be able to get a kill. And thank God he does. Aiylee not going to be able to collect this one though. Actually, just kidding. He sees it, but Brock adds too much pressure. Yeah,
that's good for Brock to get there just in time. You can see it was they almost had that third tick. Fortunately, we don't get the clarification on that until it changes red and they start contesting it.
Clearing it. Yeah. Good pick. Wonderz. 5K for himself. Chip. Trying to collect, but now Carleton has to slow down a bit. The lead that they had is now diminished. Zizz not punished. Why did that not kill?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. He just was able to jump over the player right there, and Starry picks up that kill. Got 6 lives left for Carleton, and 7 now for Brock.
It's getting close. It's getting incredibly close. Starry having to fight for this. The trophy is going to mitigate that. Nade will come through. Starry taken out, and now no more lives remaining for Brock, and that will be a cap. Carleton on the board, going to be able to take the lead in this control.
Yeah, that's huge for Carleton, able to go up 2-1. Now on the point of winning their first map, if they can just hold it together for this next round.
So we will see as Carleton back in the defense, which they have played effectively now. And if they can control that B site, prevent Brock from just rushing onto it. In fact, Brock, they're going to attempt at A site first.
That's an interesting strategy from Brock. Able to pick up first kill is Wonderz here, as he gets one in the window right there on McBain.
Look at the top side, though. They've already advanced into that opposing top side position. Going to be able to get a pick off of it. And now, clean sweep across, though there will be some trades. Records trying to control that B side position. As the respawns start to come through, and they're going to angle themselves more around B side. Just trying to defend and control that mid-gun area.
Yeah, I think that was just Wonder with a triple kill right there. Able to clear out everybody in the middle from that window position, which is buys them an awful lot of time. I think they're going to get this final point capped here on A.
Yeah, I think so. Carleton playing too passive, and I think putting just all their focus. They're recognizing that B is the easier point to defend because there's so many angles of entry, or so few angles of entry. You need to have that outside control. Chip's going to control staircase here. Not going to be able to get that last chip of damage.
Yep. That was a good one. McBain coming in with another kill as they're continuing to try and hold this point. Still a lot of time and lives remaining for both teams here, so let's see how things go.
Kooltux needed to win that fight, especially if they want a chance at this outside B area. Now the fight through tower. Aiylee doesn't see it. Aiylee, it's the second time he's been called out in a face check position like that. So now Wonderz going to try and check the spawns, keep that spawn trap in place, and at least get a few picks. We'll be able to take care of Aiylee once again. Wonderz has a prime chance to put himself in a great position here, but he will be concussed, so it forces him out just a touch, as now Carleton are struggling to get some map presence here, thanks to the flankers and lurkers.
Yeah, they're doing a very good job of getting things underneath. Going to see if they can start getting these points capped as they move on to the site.
Starry's going to get rushed down. We'll be able to take out 2, actually, Wonderz, but will be traded out by Records. Brock doing everything they can to clear out that Pier 4 position, which has proved to be such a nuisance in the past. Records going off on Chip as well. Trophy down, last minute remaining.
Yep. They get 1 tick of progress as well at point A here, so they've now only got 2 left. Another kill there for Zizz.
Oh, Wonderz.
Second point of progress here at point B for the Brock Esports team, but Aiylee is there to clean up one of them. They're going to see if they can get their way on, but I don't think they're going to be able to in time.
Gosh, Wonderz!
Wonderz just popping off on the point right here. Secures the cap after another three-piece.
The man put Brock on his back and said, nah, we're going to round 3. And in this case, especially putting them on the road to round 3, forcing that round 5. And it can go either way at this point. Carleton, they played a great game, but they were not expecting Wonderz to pop off at such a opportune time. So Carleton will go back on the offense. Brock on the defense. We will see where it goes.
Yeah, this is absolutely do
actually,
or
sorry,
die
no,
right
Carleton
now.
actually is defending in this case. It's going to go back to Brock on attack.
Yep. This is do or die for Carleton right now. They really need to hold these points off. Start with a good pick there from McBain from the window, but he's traded out quickly by Kooltux. Starry gets Kooltux, and then Starry traded out.
Yeah, everyone just trade in that mid position, clear out those top areas. Carleton doing everything they can to just mitigate the rushing effects, especially these lurkers. Chip needs to get this kill, and he does, but Kooltux going off as well. Now all the presence is going to be A side as the respawns come through on B side for Carleton.
Chip able to get one of those. He's trying to find his angle on Zizz, but he can't get the sight on him.
Damage.
Grenade goes in. Doesn't get Zizz either.
Starry does get that, though, which will allow for a decent top presence on the opposing side. Needs to get a pick, though. Zizz has a prime position, and it's just no challenge at all. Finally, some sort of presence, but Kooltux is there, and that will be A-site control completely done and dusted.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left for Brock to try and pick up this B site, so it's going to maybe come down to lives, depending on how quickly they can get in there.
So McBain will get on. Everything they can to hold down this B site. You can even see Chip taking advanced position, catching any rotating player out. And needs to at this point. Look at the positioning of Records and Wonderz making their way to site. Will catch out Chip. That is such a dangerous spot too, because now Spiral is exposed, Elevator's exposed, everyone is on. Starry needs to hold down this area to prevent anyone access to B.
You see the Brock team respawning here, and they're going to try and go down through this mid side. They got one in the window. Takes a few shots, not able to get the Carleton player that's hiding behind the artillery there. Wonderz now on a 5-killing spree as well.
Wonderz has been so good this series, or this game particularly. Just being able to pop off at opportune times. Starry going to be able to get the pick as well, catching Kooltux off the corner.
Yeah, we now got a lot of Carleton, or a lot of Brock players, sorry, on this point. They're going to be able to try and...
Kooltux going to be able to get the cut as well on the respawn. Now it forces McBain to have to hunt down for Kooltux rather than focus on point, and Kooltux will be able to collect another one on the Carleton's respawning player, as the respawns will come through for Carleton once again, but now they're going to have to take a wide angle in the approach to B.
Yeah, Wonderz came in and he's now in the underground part and just holding off very well. There's only 7 lives left for Carleton here, so they've got to be perfect if they want to extend this.
Look at McBain, going to be able to take a pick off of top, going to have that row position, and now it forces Brock to be a bit more reserved. They're not going to be able to take as many risks. It's not as if Brock have infinite lives to play with. Chip going to be able to get such an important pick in that P4 area. Another one will come through for Records. That reduces the amount of pressure topside. But look at the clearing on McBain. They need to deal with that position. Time is winding down. McBain just needs to play for time and play the jiggle peek.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful as Records has been hitting his shots today. But
all Records hunting this man down, and he still loses it. McBain holds his ground.
Yeah, great hold by McBain, but he is taken out by Wonderz with a grenade. So now they're back on the site. Only 3 lives left for Carleton here.
It's falling apart. There's no one on point. No one will challenge, and Brock, by the skin of their teeth, will be able to walk away with this one 3-0.
Yeah, that's it for the Carleton team here today.